Hello everyone, I am back with the third part of third chapter, pair of linear equations in two variables for class 10th. So let's find out what all topics we will cover in this video. So we will start with cross multiplication method, then examples for this method. After that, we will discuss what is direct ratio interpretation. Then we will have some examples for this direct ratio method. Then at last, we will have practice test. Let's have a recap what all topics I have covered in my last two videos. So we were having their introduction, graphical representation, consistent and inconsistent system, graphical method of solving intersecting, coinciding and parallel lines, substitution method and elimination method. In case if you have missed these two videos, please refer the link from the description box. So let's begin. What is method? What are the methods of solving pair of linear equations? So we are having two methods. First one is graphical method and another one is algebraic methods. Means we are having more than one algebraic methods. Graphical method I have explained in my first video of this chapter, and algebraic methods, we are having three types of algebraic methods. First one is substitution method, then elimination method, then cross multiplication method. These two methods I have already explained in second video of this chapter. So in this video, we will find out what is cross multiplication method. So cross multiplying the corresponding coefficients and constants of both the pair of linear equations by writing them in a particular manner is cross multiplication method. Means here we have to find out what are the corresponding coefficients and constants for both the pair of linear equations. So let's have pair of linear equations. For this method, we have to write these two equations in this format. Means constants should be in the left hand side and in the right hand side we should be having 0 only. So a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. First of all, you have to write both the equations like this. After this, we have to arrange all the coefficients and constants in columns. Here you can see we are having coefficients for x, a1, a2. If we are considering these coefficients as a column here, we can consider it as a column, right? A1, A2, one column, and coefficients of y we are having B1, B2. It is representing here second column, and C1, C2 are the constants for these equations, and this is representing here third column. So in order to find out the values of variables x and y with the help of cross multiplication method, we will write here these variables and constants in this manner. Means for finding out value of x, we have to write in the denominator coefficients and constants like this. And how we will write like this? Just consider here we are not having first column. Okay, as we are having here three columns, consider we are not having first column. Then you are having b1, b2 and c1, c2. Just in the same way you write here these two columns in the denominator below x. Then for y, just write here minus y, and in the denominator we have to write here other columns. How we will find out these columns? Just consider you are not having this this second column. Just hide this one. So you are remained with a1, a2 and c1, c2. In the same way, write these two columns here in the denominator, a1, a2, c1, c2, and is equals to 1 upon in the denominator. This is constant term here. So we have to hide this third column. You are having a1, a2 and b1, b2, these two columns. Just write in the same way here in the denominator below 1. Now you can see here, I have shown you some arrows here. So what it means, the arrows between the two numbers indicate that they are to be multiplied and the second product is to be subtracted from the first. Means these two numbers you have to multiply and these two numbers you have to multiply. Then this is first product, b1c2 minus b2c1. And here you will be having a1c2 minus a2c1, a1b2 minus a2b1. So in the same way, when we will do this product and write just like this, we will be having solution for x and for y. How? Just for finding out the value of x, we will consider these two ratios together. X upon this is equals to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So this term will come here in the numerator by cross multiplication. Okay, then in that way we will be having x is equals to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Exactly in the same way for y we will be having c1 a2 minus c2 a1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. In order to make it more clear, let's have some examples. So first question is, total cost of 2 pencils and 3 erasers is rupees 17 and difference of the cost of 3 pencils and 2 erasers is rupees 6. Find the cost of each pencil and eraser. So suppose the cost of one pencil is x rupees and cost of one eraser is y rupees. Then according to the question, we will be having first equation 2x plus 3y is equals to 17. Right? And second will be 3x minus 2y is equals to 6. So in order to write it in the cross multiplication format, we have to write equations like this. 2x plus 3y minus 17 is equals to 0 and 3x minus 2y minus 6 equals to 0. We are having here these two equations. Then for cross multiplication method, now we have to write in the column format all the related coefficients and constant with respect to corresponding variable. Okay. So here I have shown you we have to write like this. So x upon, we will write 3 minus 2 and minus 17 minus 6 in the column format. Then for y, 2, 3 minus 17 minus 6. For 1, you will be having 2, 3 and 3 minus 2. Now, we will be having next step after cross multiplication of these terms. Here, we are having next step x upon 3 into minus 6 minus 2 into minus 17 and minus y upon 2 into minus 6 minus 3 into minus 17 and 1 upon 2 into minus 2 minus 3 into 3. So x upon minus 18 minus 34 minus y upon minus 12 plus 51, 1 upon minus 4 minus 9. So it will be x upon minus 52 and minus y upon 39 is equals to 1 upon minus 30. Now we are having these three ratios. In order to find out the value of x, we will consider these two ratios at first. So for x will be equal to this this denominator minus 52 after cross multiplication will come here in the numerator. Then minus 52 upon minus 13 will give us x is equals to 4. Now for finding out the value of y, we will consider these two ratios now. Then minus y will be equal to 39 upon minus 13. After simplification, we will be having y is equals to 3. So here you can see we are having a unique solution. So this is the cross multiplication method. Let's make it more clear and have one more example. Solve using cross multiplication method. We are having two equations. So at first we have to write these equations in the cross multiplication format. Means 2x plus 3y minus 7 equals to 0 is the first equation and 6x plus 5y minus 11 equals to 0 is our second equation. Now for cross multiplication, we will write x upon, just we have to hide this first column, x upon 3, 5 and minus 7 minus 11. Right? Then minus y upon 2, 6 and minus 7 minus 11. Then 1 upon 2, 6 and 3 and 5. See. Now, after cross multiplication, we will be having next step like this. X upon 3 into minus 11 minus 5 into minus 7. Then minus y upon 2 into minus 11 minus 6 into minus 7. 1 upon 2 into 5 minus 6 into 3. So after simplification, x upon minus 33 plus 35 minus y upon minus 22 plus 42. 1 upon 10 minus 18. It will be x upon 2 minus y upon minus 20 and 1 upon minus 8. So just by considering these two ratios, value of x will be minus 1 by 4. And by considering these two ratios, we will be having value of y, which is 5 by 2. So once again, we are having here a unique solution. So this was the cross multiplication method. Now let's find out what is direct ratio interpretation. It means with the help of these ratios means A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2. Right? With the help of these ratios, directly we can interpret what kind of these equations behavior they are showing. Means what kind of graphical representation we are having for any pair of linear equations. Directly we can find out. So here you can see we are having a table, and just we have to calculate these three ratios, and with the help of that we will find out what kind of graphical representation and algebraic interpretation they are giving us. So if you are finding A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, means if these two ratios are not equal, then what kind of graphical representation we can have? We will be having intersecting lines then, and intersecting lines means unique solution. You know very well, I have explained you in the graphical method all these things. Then while calculating these three ratios, if you are finding all these three ratios, A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2, means all these three ratios are equal with each other. It means these lines are coinciding lines, and coinciding lines means infinitely many solutions. So directly you can find out what kind of lines these are. Now, if you are finding ratios A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 upon B2, means these two ratios are equal, but these are not equal with the ratio of constants. These are not equal with the C1 upon C2. Then what kind of lines these will be? These will be parallel lines here. And parallel lines means no solution, right? No solution. So with the help of these ratios, directly you can interpret what kind of lines these are and what kind of solution you are having. Now let's have an example for this method. Here you are having a question for what value of k, pair of linear equations kx minus 4y is equals to 3 and 6x minus 12y is equals to 9 has infinite number of solutions. So at first we will write these equations in cross multiplication format, means kx minus 4y minus 3 is equals to 0 and 6x minus 12y minus 9 is equals to 0. Now here you can see a1 is equals to k, a2 is equals to 6 and b1 is equals to minus 4 and b2 is equals to minus 12. C1 is equals to minus 3 and C2 is equals to minus 9. As they are saying, you have to find out value of k for which these lines are having infinite number of solutions. So what was the condition for infinite number of solutions? We have to write that condition here. For that, this is the condition: A1 upon A2 will be equal to B1 upon B2 is equals to C1 upon C2. So just we have to write here all the ratios. K upon 6, A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1, C2 are having these values for these given equations. K upon 6 is equals to minus 4 by minus 12 is equals to 3 upon 9. Now we can take the K upon 6 can be equal to this second ratio, or we can write K upon 6 equals to this third ratio. We will get the value of K. So K upon 6 is equals to 1 by 3. After simplification, this will be 1 by 3 and this will also be 1 by 3. So after solving this, we will be having K is equals to 2 because 6 upon 3 is equals to 2. So this is the value of K here. With the help of these conditions of ratios, we can find out any value or any graphical representation. This is very simple and shortcut method. So this was the direct ratio method. Now let's have some questions for practice test. So first question is a system of linear equations 2x plus 3y is equals to 9 and 4x plus 6y is equals to 18 consistent? Justify your answer. Here you have to find out these two lines are showing a consistent system of equations or not. So with the help of ratios, how you can find out? Just you have to write these equations in cross multiplication format. Then find out the ratios A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2. For consistent system, what I had explained you, the pair of linear equations can have either unique solution or infinitely many solutions. Two conditions are there for a system to be consistent system. So for that you have to check the ratios. Then you will be able to find out either it is consistent or not. And I'm going to tell you its answer. Its answer is yes, this is a consistent system, means it will be having either a unique solution or an infinite number of solution. Now let's have another question. For which value of k will the following pair of linear equations have no solution? Equations are 3x plus y is equals to 1 and 2x, 2k minus 1x plus k minus 1 into y is equals to 2k plus 1. So at first you have to write these two equations in the cross multiplication format. Then just find out the ratios A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2. Then apply the condition what I have explained you for the no solution, right? And after applying that condition, you will be able to find out the value of k here. So now I am going to tell you the answer. Answer is value of k will be 2 and k will not be equal to minus 2. As you will be having three ratios here, and just by considering two ratios at first, you will be having two types of solutions, means you will get for first two ratios k is equals to 2, and for other two pair of ratios you will be getting k can't be equal to minus 2. So that's all for this video. Thanks for connecting with me. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.